Summoner's back to have more virtual copies of Bob. Hey, Schlangler! Starting off the stream with a sub. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. We are actually only 2 more new unique subscribers away from hitting another emote there. Thank you very much for that, though. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Subs are the reason I'm able to do what I do here. That seems great, right? Like turn 1 Badlands, Thoughtseize, turn 2 Wasteland, Dark Confidant. And hopefully Bobby finds us some lands to play our pretty ladies out on curve. Opponent kept 7. What if you kept 7 minus your best card? Hey, been watching you on YouTube. It's not easy to catch you live from Germany, but staying up till 1 a.m. helps. Hey, well, good evening. Normally I'm going to be streaming a little bit earlier than this on Fridays. Had some things that came up that prevented me from doing that today. How do we feel about take their Brainstorm, Wasteland, you Vulture, Deathrite Shaman? We have a pretty high land count in our deck, right? That feels like the line, right? It feels like a take your Brainstorm, Wasteland you. Yeah, I think that's the line. It's like try and legacy him out of the game. Hopefully we draw land here. We get 2 shots at a land. Alright. I'm sure they're going to rip right out of it and we're going to fail to find a second land here, but... Welcome to Legacy. Welcome to Thunderdome. Alright. So you're saying there's a chance. There's a chance. What a tilt. Just 19 lands in your deck. At most, 19 lands in your deck. Alright, so I'm going to fetch a Bayou here. I'm going to play the Dark Confidant out. We know they have a Daze. I'd much rather this get Daze than my Sylvan Library. So, I'm expecting this to eat a Daze. Brainstorm. Wow! So the runners were land, Brainstorm on 3 draw steps. It's pretty good. I bet my opponent feels pretty good being a gangster. So this is going to put card number 5 in the bin. Daze will be card number 6. So they actually get to Daze this Bob and then untap and play this Gurmag Angler. Well, this feels really bad. No, they're like just going to Daze this because then they can stick their big fish next turn. All right, hopefully we can find another land next turn and then stick Milady. Yeah, this is big fish coming down. They didn't have a fetch, worth noting. Land? I can just Abrupt Decay it. Joke's on you. Can't Abrupt Decay that. It's too big. It's too massive. Getting dazed again? That would just be like, has to be, right? Has a daze or a force here for myself. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, just, ooh, they're playing Stifle Grixis. That's important to know. That's gonna affect how we play the rest of this match. Hopefully they don't have another land now. That would be ideal, and we can rip something for this and then take this out. Oh yeah, sure. The worst part about this is I don't even know what to get my opponent for Christmas. That's the worst part about this whole situation. Just like Christmas is really soon, and I have no idea what to get them. It's just the stone worst, really. So you should have Bolt in hand. Okay. Alright, so we're going to 4. We're going to a virtual 1. Can't fetch anymore. Just can't Abrupt Decay my opponent's 1-drop. Everything is awful. Everything is bad. God, this game looked so good for us on the first turn of the game. I like Thoughtseize my opponent was like, yeah, we're a strong favorite to win this one. And then everything went so terribly wrong. Oh, sure. Just Brainstorm. Yeah, no big deal. NBD. Okay. No. You're saying there's a chance. But that, I mean, this is going to get spell pierced or dazed, and I'm just going to, like, weep silently while that happens, but this is our line. You know, it's what I got. It's cards we've been dealt. Ooh. Ooh, stifle me, baby. Stifle me. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah. What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you get? Bolt me. Please redirect to Liliana. Please redirect to Liliana. Yes! Yes! You're saying I have a chance, opponent. You're telling me that until you play this true name that's on top of your deck, I have a chance. Holy crap! Why do I even say things like that, chat? Why does my mouth even open and speak these words? I should say something like, you're gonna brick and die now. I should say, you're gonna brick and die. That's the word, those are the words I should say. Not, there's a true name and we're dead. That's how this works. There's a true name and we're dead. Just, what a Thoughtseize. I'm just gonna board this card out for the next game because I can't handle it being in my deck. I can't afford to look at my opponent's hand that we're about to dismantle and then watch them run every card off the top of their deck. I just can't know that. I can't know that. Look at this. Look at this. I get to take my own life. I get to Thoughtseize myself, crack my fetch land in response. Go out on my own terms. Go out on my own terms. Gotcha. Gotcha. Didn't want to show my opponent the Chandra, so I conceded there. Yeah, maybe. Probably. I think these Golgari Charms are good. I don't know. Both these Golgari Charms are probably loose. One's probably fine. I don't know. I think I'd rather have Thoughtseize than him to Tourach. I think Thoughtseize is actually better than him to Tourach. There's no Rebs in this sideboard, which is kind of weird. I feel like you usually want some Rebs in the boards of a deck like this. And you know what? Games like that make me really happy that I stream all of my Magic, because, like, if what just happened in that first game was, like, if your opponent... If, like, one of your friends came up to you after a round of an open and like, explained to you, like, what happened in that game, they'd be like, you're making shit up. Nobody runs that bad. But, like, that was recorded for the internet to know and see. There is a record that I am not a filthy liar. Yeah, it sounds like this is, like, nobody runs that bad. Alright, I'm gonna get a Badlands, play my Deathrite Shaman, because casting a mana creature off of Badlands is something that's completely reasonable. I don't think this matchup is about card quantity. I think this matchup is about taking away the specific cards that I don't want to play against, or that are particularly good against me. Oh no. Oh no. I guess this result was bad for me. I guess this result was bad for me. Why are you... Oh, this stupid thing. Fucking Windows is... This VM software is really bad. Stop it. I plugged my phone into my computer to charge, and my VM wanted to connect it. Are you gonna try and connect it again? Am I not gonna be able to plug this in? Stop it. Alright, I don't know. Fine. This is my life. There's 23 lands in our deck. Hopefully we'll draw a few this time. Oh boy. Oh boy. So you're saying there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Just don't draw out of it. Yes. 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 Get legacied, opponent. Oh baby. Should have fetched a Bayou, but that's fine. Is there no Taiga in this deck? There isn't a Taiga in my deck, is there? There's no Taiga in our deck. That's so strange to me. Surgically extracting my Wasteland. Sure. Yeah. Resolves. They're gonna have to discard anyways. This card's kind of mediocre against us. Why not? Yeah, nice deck, opponent. Come on, come on, come on. I mean, like, we do have P-Fire in our deck, so, like, I don't think it's completely unreasonable to board that card in. You get Force of Will here. Bolt, Goyf, and Wasteland, some of the best blue cards in Legacy. You're not wrong, Klutz. You're not wrong. These are the best blue cards Legacy has to offer. That's technically correct, which one could argue best kind of correct. They could surgical the land my Deathrite Shaman is going to target to make mana with next turn. It's a bold move. Bold move. It might just work. Oh no. Oh no. They found the land just in time. We're going to play a game. Let's play a game. Stay a while and listen. That's just rude, opponent. I'm okay with them getting both of these. Just gonna bolt them so they don't get to 2-for-1 me here. This was the turn they had to hit this. What a tilt that, like, this is in their deck and they're getting value off of it here. Like, this card should not be in their deck. The surgical I could see. This card's really bad in this matchup. Pro tip, board out your discard against the deck that wants to be top decking against you. That's what. So decks like Jund do. They get into top deck fights. That is their goal. They want to top deck against you. So don't leave in your cards against the deck that wants to get their hand empty. Is this one gonna need a force? It's not reasonable against Dark Confidant. Stop it. This deck can easily play out 2 cards a turn. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should just, like, crack them with this. Nah, I'd rather leave the bolt up, I think. Five, 6. This is a big mamma jamma. Big ol' Tarmogoyf on the loose. This is a real Tarmogoyf. I love the border on these cards. It's so great. I'm gonna bolt the crap out of this guy. Like, come at me, bro. Oh, we're just flashing back a ball therapy deal. Sure, why not? They might take the Tarmogoyf. Yeah, that's fair. Fair. I wonder if they have a daze. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Dark Confidant number 5 up in here. This card's great. Don't have another force. God bless. This should let us pull out ahead here. So a nice healthy 19 here. Got a few pieces of spot removal. My secrets belong to you, opponent. You have taken my pants and pulled them down to my ankles. It's a big fish. It smells like a big fish. I'm gonna wait till my turn because I don't want to get this Dismember dazed. Is that a good one? How do we feel about that one? How do we feel about that one, chat? I would love to use Sylvan Library's ability. Going top here. Definitely putting that back. Yeah, I'm gonna top for now. My body is ready to get Force of Will and regret all my choices. Alright, we didn't get forced. Deal. Just Just gonna go ahead and pass. They're 8. This is a virtual 7. They know about this bolt. This Chandra's kind of threatening. A few different things going on here in our favor. Sure. Dismember's fine. I've played it as a 1-of before. I don't think it's like bad, but I don't think it's terrible either. Go top. Top doesn't matter. I'm just going to cast this choke. Kind of like to fetch a Taiga here. That is not an option currently. Daze me. If this gets dazed, this might not get dazed. Yep. I've done multiple dazes on the draw, huh? No, that's the first one we've seen. Okay. All of my secrets are belong to you, opponent. You're down to 5. That's like... I can respect the size of my opponent's testicles going to 5 against a known lightning bolt in my hand. Put that on tap. I'm gonna keep this. Just like... get enough lands to play this Chandra through a daze next turn. Uppy! He's dead, Jim. We'll bolt them at their end step. Crack this fetch land, so we shuffle that Dark Confidant away that I don't really want to draw. And then Punishing Fires are lethal, bolts are lethal. We hit a land, we can play this Chandra through a daze, which would be nice. I guess we could get Stifled here, right? They showed us Stifle. Oh, is that one good? I feel like that one's okay. Yep, looking for a land. Neither of those are lands. Top. Yeah, I'm gonna pay 4 life to keep that. Why not? Oh, that's awkward. Alright, what do you have? Stifle, Dazed, Fork Bolt. Alright, kill you. Just wanted to make sure the coast was clear here, people. Just making sure the coast was clear. Hey, man, a good job. Spot check me. Make sure I can click yes. I like it. Like the cut of your jib, opponent. Jib, the old jib jab. Alright. Game the 3rd. Oh, they have True Name. I want both these Golgari Charms. The card kills True Name. What am I smoking? I don't know why this wasn't in my deck. I was thinking it just killed Pyromancer, but that's not true. It kills True Name too. And True Name is certainly my nemesis, you could argue. These Thoughtseizes seem kind of medium. I feel like I never want to draw 2. I'm gonna board in a Duress for the old non-committal. I'm just terrified of commitment. I mean, if they bolted me in response to the Thoughtseize, I just bolt them in response and like hope for the best. I think that was a fine. Null Rod's very good against Storm. Shuts off Lotus Petal, and Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond's a pretty critical piece of Storm. Yeah, that seems good. It's like does Jund stuff, one could argue. We are certainly in the market to be doing Jund stuff. If our opponent passes with a mana up, we'll go Badlands Shaman. If our opponent plays something on their first turn, we'll go fetch Bayou Shaman, because we know our opponent's playing Stifle. like to keep. Oh, of course YouTube said I can't monetize this video. Why not? You just don't want to pay me anything. Dear YouTubes, I just want my pennies. I just want my YouTube pennies. Please, my pennies. My YouTube pennies. Don't take them away from me. Do I want to get a basic swamp here? Nah. I'm so sad. If they wasteland me, I have this Badlands anyways, so like that could get wastelanded. Let's just do this. Daze this, wasteland me next turn. I can bolt this. My body is ready, opponent. Just sock it to me. Sock it to me, opponent. What you got? If I get to untap with this Deathrite Shaman, I am just gonna be like happier than a pig in shit. Just super excited. All I want to do is untap with this Deathrite Shaman. It's just there's very little I've wanted more in life than to just untap with this Deathrite Shaman. My opponent is exceptionally unlucky. Their Delver did not flip immediately. Why would you play a 1-mana 1/1 opponent? That doesn't seem particularly good. I mean, my YouTube penis is really small too, but so are my pennies. There's nothing large about my YouTube, okay? Just so everything's above the board. My YouTube, very small, very small. There's the Wasteland. There's the Wasteland. Hey, Muscle Man. What's going on? Good evening. Surgically extract. This card is fine to board in against me. This is not how you use this card. This card is for taking away my punishing fires. That's what this card is supposed to do. Taking my Bayous out of my deck, however, is not an exceptionally good use of surgical extraction. You get the other Bayou out of my deck, friendo. Congratulations, you have bested the Bayou. Bayou 0, opponent 1. Left the one in my graveyard while I have a Deathrite Shaman in play. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't you? Just didn't even. Yeah, you do you, opponent. You got another one? Yeah, another one. You can surgically extract my Verdant Catacombs. Hope I never draw another land. All right. Let's start exiling this Wasteland here. Oh yeah, it did say this opponent was 1-3, didn't it? All right, I'm gonna lead on this. I'm gonna duress them. Hopefully, make sure the coast is clear to bolt this Delver of Secrets. They have another Wasteland. All right, well that's certainly a thing. I feel kind of bad. Who needs YouTube pennies when we can have Twitch pennies? Thank you for the cheer, Rev. My cup. I was gonna say runneth over, but that's just like objectively not true looking at the pictures. Thank you for throwing some in the cup there. I appreciate that at any rate. All right. Let's run some lands off here, ladies and germs. Okie dokie. I'm gonna fetch on my opponent's upkeep here. And get basic Schwamp. I'm gonna go ahead and eat their Brainstorm. This means, see, my opponent has exactly 5 cards in their discard piles. This way, if they draw Gurmag Angler, they can't go see play Angler. Yep. It's a long choke. I guess they might take this, right? I guess I have 2 answers to this. Hey, Petehead, look at my cup. It's filling up. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out here tonight or morning or wherever you're at in the world, whatever time it is. I really appreciate that. I know there's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people you could be watching, but you're spending your time here with us like a degenerate. So thanks for being here. Don't mind if it does, opponent. Would love to play this Liliana. Would love to just windmill slam this pretty lady right on down. Oh yeah. Yeah, just get him. Opponent does not want to play Magic with us anymore. Just, hey, you know what? We got runnered in the first game. They got runnered in this game. Hey, Jet, with the bit bomb. Thank you for the bit bomb, Jet. I appreciate it. Give everyone some holiday emote cheers. Speaking of the cheers, in addition to cheers and subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. I really appreciate that. We're just a couple of new subscribers away from getting another emote on the channel. You can also support my content here by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. Would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there at them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, binders. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artworks they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck, and you can rent a deck for them for a weekend or up to an entire month. And we are back into our league here for the second match in this donation deck list league with Jund. This hand does Jund stuff. Take away your best card, play my Tarmogoyf, play my Sylvan Library. Thanks, chat. Yeah, I kept someone asked why we kept the Deluge instead of the Abrupt Decay. My opponent didn't have any permanent based cards that I need to Abrupt Decay in their deck. And like, let's say my opponent drew like land the following turn and played their True Name, then I could Deluge the True Name and then push my red-green land. This matchup is traditionally very bad for decks like what I'm playing. I don't know. I haven't played Jund in this matchup, but I do know, traditionally speaking, that this matchup is very, very bad for us. I'm assuming they have a Loam in their hand. They just gambled and got a Loam. That's what's happening here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just, can I win? Maybe I can win. I don't actually know. Let's just play this and pass for now. We'll think about it. Give a good hard long think here. Yeah, like this is probably over, right? I have on my sideboard. Get surgical extractions. I mean, like, is it possible that I can just race them with Tarmogoyfs? Is it possible I can go Goyf and like do that? I feel like I can go Goyf here and like maybe have a chance. Like, this deck has basic lands in it, so like they're not going to be able to Ghost Quarter me off immediately here, which is nice. I'm going to go for it. Let's just run it. I don't actually know. Opponent's playing red-green lands. I have like this Wasteland here that can like kind of mess with their combo for a turn too. They might get aggressive and Ghost Quarter us. And that makes sense. They have a Sheltered Thicket. All right, we hit a Maze of Ith and a Thespian Stage. You talk about my Goyfs like that. They have feelings. My Goyfs are small. They're very self-conscious of themselves. It's kind of rude that you would bring up their size. They're doing the best they can with what God gave them. Okay, draw. I think I just want to take them off the maze, play this other Goyf. Crunch. Yeah, we're going to decay a Mox at some point. I want to get the Goyfs onto the board first, though, I think. I definitely want to get the Goyfs onto the board first. Like I said, based on their first turn start, I think we're probably dead, but I'm going to give it the college best here. Oh yeah, this is getting Dark Depths, right? I should like set up the combo here over the course of the next two turns. Mana Bond. We're gonna get comboed this turn. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's see him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just do me dirty. God, I hope they do this now. Come on, let me ripple Liliana. Can I just, like, ripple Liliana and, like, punish them, please? It's really unfortunate. Like, there's certainly 4 Lilianas in my deck, and, like, the only reason to wait there... This is a donation league. Do I have to play this match? I really just don't, like... This deck is, like, the Tron deck of Legacy, so, like, I really just don't enjoy playing against it. So you're either, like, slaughtering them or getting slaughtered, and just, like, it's not particularly interesting no matter which half occurs. Do I cut these and bring in Null Rods? That seems loose, right? I feel like I could just, like, shock them. Dismember doesn't do anything. I can bring in Null Rod. Yeah, Dismember gives you another draw. Oh, and then you're saying I could. No, they just set the combo back up again next turn. Oh, Needle is good. Yeah, good call. Good call. Needle is great, actually. I'm bringing 1 Null Rod just for the lulz. Let's do it. Actually, Thoughtseize is just worse than Duress, right? We're not taking creatures away from them anyway. They might have, like, Tireless Tracker post board. What does Golgari Charm do? Oh, it can kill the enchantments. Maybe? I feel like the damage is generally done. I mean, like, a bunch of our cards are really shitty. So, like, don't be a Twitch chatter. Don't say you shouldn't have Duress in your deck. Say Duress is worse than this other card that's currently in your sideboard. Yeah, I'm aware, Andrew. I'm aware I had one more draw step, but they just set up the combo again the next turn, so it didn't matter. So, like, my draw step wasn't going to give me any outs to, like, the game that we were playing. This hand is great. I don't know, giant balls. This hand is wonderful. I don't know why you would... God, that's rude. They have Molten Vortex. All right. So, instantly regretting all of our choices that have led to this point. I missed the land. All right. All right, so you're saying there's a chance. That's all I need. That's all I needed is a chance. All I needed was a chance. I'd like to take this one. I would like to take this one. I would like to take this one. What you got here? Did you bring in... Nope. You did not bring in the Tireless Tracker. So opponent boarded incorrectly. That's good for us. It's good for us. All right, well, get my one in before this dies. Duress is worse than... Well, look at that. You can have a ban for just being a dickhead. Rule number 1 of Hoglands chat. Don't be a dickhead or he'll ban you. It's a really simple rule, but it's one that people often forget. Yeah, sure. Should have draw stepped the surgical. You're correct. You're 110% correct that it's optimal to draw step the surgical. I missed the 1 in whatever chance to... Actually, no. You should not draw step the surgical. I'm right here, and Twitch chat is wrong. So look, there's... How many are here? They have 2 cycle lands. If my opponent drew a cycle land and I let them untap their land, they could cycle in response and dredge their loam. So, neener. Twitch chat's wrong. Hogland's right. That's wrong. Get on the next level. Be correct. Be more correct. What's going on, Awoken? To be fair, I didn't think about why I was doing what I did there, and I should have thought about what I was doing. Like, 10 out of 10 should have thought about it. but what I did was correct for the reason I just stated. So like, I was right, but I didn't think about why I was right. And I should think about why I'm doing the things I'm doing, right? You shouldn't just like point and click. You shouldn't just like, you know, play laser pointer magic, basically. Oh yeah, and you can't. That too. That too. Just nothing is right about that statement. Everything is wrong. Twitch chat is terrible. God, I'm so smart and thin. I'm smart and thin when I don't even know that I'm smart and thin. These are my 4/5s. Sometimes life comes at you fast. And usually involves 4/5s. You got cycle, crop rotation. That's terrifying. Did I see EE with the surgical? I did not. There are no engineer explosives in my opponent's deck. How does this deck win on turn 1? Not seeing it. Yep. You're not wrong. You're not missing it. It's just not there. It's a sad day in Hoaglandia. It's no turn 1 memes here. It's just the worst. There was a singleton drop of honey, that is correct. I'm gonna play this Dark Confidant. So we'll definitely bring in the what's it called? We'll bring in the Golgari Charms for last game. You're dead. I guess I could go get a Tabernacle, right? But getting Tabernacle, I just like go pay, and then like kill them. There's actually a donation. There's actually an Enchantress deck in the queue. Here's the rules for donation decks. Alright, so Golgari Charm. Getting my Bizwitch. It's probably better than this discard, right? I don't know, the discard actually seems okay. I'm just gonna cut these Punishing Fires. Just gonna do it like that. Do me dirty. It's not excited about most of the cards that we have. I mean, like, you just shouldn't think about the price of legacy cards. You'll be happier. This game seems fine, right? Like, not exciting, but it's like fine. Yeah, Jet. Like an end-step crop rot, right? I'm gonna go ahead and fetch a basic Schwamp here. Have one land that's mostly untouchable. Are you dead, Jim? I feel like you're dead, Jim. Oh, yeah. God. Ask me what it's like, chat. Just... when you're a powerful wizard, the world is your oyster when you are a powerful wizard. None other do you battle. Alright, so they've got the combo over the next 2 turns, so I just want to get my Dark Confidant down here to hopefully draw a Wasteland. I'll go Thespian Stage this turn. What kind of wizard? A powerful wizard! Hoaglandia is ruled by the most powerful wizards. Is it like being so smart? I often have to ask myself. Hopefully, we'll flip Wasteland Surgical Extraction next turn. Just like get up in my opponent's business. Are they like thinking about gambling here? Mox Diamond, that's rude. Bin the Dark Depth, sure. Loam it back. Yep. So they have K-Grip, Gamble, Dark Depths. You have 4 shots at finding a land here. Abrupt Decay. It's kind of... that doesn't do much, right? Rawr. So Gamble, K-Grip, Dark Depths, sure. Sweet, they made the same play they made last time, and we have the Liliana to punish them for it this time. Oh god, this is... we really want to hit a black source here, right? So that way we can eat their loam. God, that's so perfect. That's so perfect. So now I get to go this, eats this. And we do this. Sacrifice your legend. No legends allowed. Oh man, are we doing it, chat? It feels like we might be doing it. I don't want to count chickens and stuff. Drop of honey. The beginning of your... oh, so I can Abrupt Decay that. That's fine. I don't care about that one. Looking for surgicals and wastelands here. Alright, Abrupt Decay you. Plus you. Ditch this one. Here's the K-Grip they don't really need. They could just have another Thespian stage or a crop rotation here, so we're not quite out of the woods just yet. We got a good amount of pressure on the table though, right? Like they're going to 12 here, they're going to 10. Like bolts and... I boarded my P-Fires out, didn't I? I'm pretty sure they're all on my board. I did. There's 3 bolts in my deck though. It's kind of weird there's no K commands in this deck. I mean, I don't know that going for the combo on their turn is strictly incorrect. Like, one, waiting for it fails to play around Wasteland, but going for it fails to play around Liliana. So, like, they're getting got by something either way. Is there an argument for playing the other Goyf? No, I don't think so. I think I'd rather just have the Deathrite Shaman here. Keeping the Deathrite Shaman up means I can eat the Thespian stage if they go to loam it back, which is nice. Gamble, yep. Please bin this Thespian stage you're looking for. Yeah, buddy. Alright. That should be the game, right? Oh, I should have plussed this, right? I missed a point of damage here. Oh, could I have killed them? So, I actually... Fun experiment. I've missed lethal this turn. I could have drained my opponent. I could have drained my opponent, exiling an instant. Liliana edicted myself. and then Thoughtseize my opponent, and then Liliana plus this would have been 2 more card types, and the Goyf would have been lethal. So I missed lethal this turn. I caught it immediately after that, because like, wait, there's no sorcery in this graveyard. They were dead. So I could have killed them that turn. Yeah, Liliana and Thoughtseize. We killed them anyways. Yeah, edict somebody, who cares? Edict yourself for style. Just like send the message that you're dead and I killed my own creature to do it. That's sweet. I like finding lines like that. Okay. 2-0 start here. I think Delver's a decent matchup for this deck. I don't think Lands is a good matchup for this deck. Surgical Extraction is a very good Magic card. And a card you need to see to win those. We're gonna finish this league out here with Legacy Jund, and then we're going to play some. We're gonna play some Modern afterwards. We're gonna play some more Saheeli Evolution, I think. I mean, like, to be fair, the line I talked about just killing my opponent, that's a line that happens in Modern, right? Yeah, the full Cobra version. I really liked the full Cobra version when we played it the other day. Seems like not super exciting, but it's like definitely keepable, right? My opponent's just gonna be like playing Sneak and Show and kill us or Storm. I think this is a keep in the dark. There was not any in this list, no. Because Bloodbraid Elf's not very good. Bloodbraid Elf is on the Modern ban list because the Modern ban list has 0 fucking logic and consistency behind it. Just so, ruin that surprise. If you thought Wizards was good at their job of designing games, they're not. Surprise! Have you played Standard recently? They're kind of bad at their jobs. Consistency is overrated. I'm excited too. The last set Garfield did design on was one of the last really good Magic sets, so I'm kind of pumped for him to be back. Please don't Fatal Push my Bob. Oh, come on. I asked you really nicely not to Fatal Push my Bob. Dang it, Bobby. Deathrite? Smells like Deathrite. Yeah, alright. Bob's gonna draw me some cards here. God bless. Bobby! Lightning Bolt, Tarmogoyf. I'm just gonna play this other Dark Confidant out. The last set Garfield had a hand in designing was the original Innistrad block. AKA the last time Standard was really great in Magic's recent history. Both Scar's Innistrad and Innistrad RTR were both fantastic. What's going on, Bob? Triggers. Oh, the greats. Land. Come on. Come on. Alright. I guess that counts as a land. Can bolt one of their things. Well, certainly playing this, right? I'm going to pass the turn here, because if my opponent goes to eat this land, I'm then going to bolt the other Deathrite Shaman in response so they can't dream me with it this turn. I think I enjoyed Khan's Block too, but saying Khan's Block was one of the great moments in our recent Standard history, I think would be objectively false. So no main deck Deluge, no. It's okay, Bob. We had a lot of laughs. Your poem in Discord was great. Garfield was on the design team for Return to Dominaria, which is coming up. It's the set after Rivals of Ixalan. All right, Bobby, don't do me dirty. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. See, this is the secret to Dark Confidant. You gotta whisper sweet nothings in the Dark Confidant's ear. He's all about that life. You just gotta go, Dark Confidant. Shh, let me soothe you, Dark Confidant. All right, I'm gonna lead on Sylvan Library because this lets me set up my Dark Confidants moving forward. Also plays around Spell Pierce. This could get dazed, but like, Our Goyfs are so much better than theirs. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hey, Punt Count Infinity with the 19-month resubscription. Thanks, bud. Welcome back. It's a long time. I do appreciate it. Hey, Red Mage Frank, the 5-month resubscription. Thank you, and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Ponder, sure. Them putting these in the discard pile is pretty scary. So hopefully Bob doesn't do us dirty this turn, and then next turn, and we could find we're gonna get what, 1, 2, we're gonna get 5 looks at removal for these Deathrite Shamans. And if we hit like another red source, we get to Chandra one of them away. Opponent chose not to shuffle. It's a little scary. Big bucks, no true name. Big bucks, no true name. Big bucks, no true name. Would like to avoid... I guess Tombstalker is pretty terrifying too, right? With like exactly Dismember to deal with that. Fatal Push, sure. They've got 2 pushes here. That's just going to be tough for us. It's looking like a second one. No, this is a Delve spell. Yeah, I know a Delve spell when I see one. Well, I know that you streaming, I can get rid of these bazillion bits I drunkenly bought last night. Thank you for the cheer, Bob. I appreciate it. And the cheer correction. Alright, so we've got exactly Dismember in our deck. Hymn to Tourach. That card's great right now, right? That's exactly... Oh, no. Oh, no. Bob did me dirty that turn. Bob did me dirty. Alright, well, we're dead. I did no one dirty. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Alright, so... Hymn to Tourach. Ouch. Toxic Deluge. Choke in... This is probably not a... I think it's just that. I think it's just that change. They might have True Name, but like they don't have Pyromancer, so I don't think this card's very good. Chandra does 4. Oh, you're saying plus the Chandra. I could have taken a shuffle and plus the Chandra. Yeah, I think that's definitely true. Yeah, so like that game I think is a great example of like why Hymn to Tourach's not particularly good in this matchup. And actually I'm gonna split these Thoughtseizes with Duresses. Just like our hands get pretty empty. And I feel like it's not about the massive cards that we really care about. It's about hitting specific cards that we really care about. So like taking their removal so my Dark Confidant can run away with the game. Taking their Planeswalker so my Planeswalker can take over the game, etc. In fact, if I had enough cards in my sideboard to board out all of my discard, I would board out all of my discard. If you go back and watch the Grixis Delver matchup, I went down to just 2 pieces of discard in that matchup because we were able to bring Golgari Charms in, because Golgari Charm is better against Grixis Delver because they definitely have True Names and they usually have Pyromancers in their deck. So basically, a lot of times, like, you want to think about these as like pseudo Jundmirs, basically. Like, we're both just trying to grind each other out of resources, and when players are grinding each other out of resources, you want as many cards in your deck as possible to be live off the top, and like a discard spell is like the exact opposite of a card that's live off the top. It's unfortunate they had a second land. Rats. Have to actually play a game of Magic. It's very unlucky. I'm gonna try and stick this Liliana. They might not have Dazed on the draw. This is a good window. And then next turn we can go Library plus Decay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just get them. Get them. Well, that matchup's also a little bit different, Bob, because like I expect some counter magic to stay in matchups like that, whereas like this, I don't really expect too much counter magic to stay in. What am I doing here? I think I'm just spinning this Decay. Just like play my hand out here. I'm gonna make sure this resolves through days first. They're auto passing, that's good for us. Grab a Badlands here, and I'm getting Badlands and not Bayou because I have a non-basic, or I have a basic forest, so like they can't waste me off of green right now. Board out 6 of 8 counterspells. Yep, exactly. And counterspells are bad for a lot of the same reasons that discard spells are bad, right? In these mid-range and control mirrors, you want as many cards as possible to be live off the top in the mid to late game. Like right now, this is a great example. Like if my opponent draws a Hymn to Tourach or a Thoughtseize, like it's literally just a blank, right? Like all right, we both got a goose. It's probably gonna nug my Liliana. Yep. It's a good draw. Put that on top. Pay 4 to keep this so I can play this through a daze. Guess this lets them kill my Chandra with Baleful Strix, but I think that's fine with my Sylvan Library out, right? They discard. Look, they found a use for their Hymn to Tourach. I even remembered to plus my Liliana before attacking. I'm so good at this. So smart and thin. So Chandra down here, but Liliana's like still free to like do her thing. Which makes another Liliana an okay draw, so we can just like cash this one into Edict and then cast a new one. Feels like a delve spell. So I want to find removal for this so that she can clean up Tombstalker here. Big Daddy Stalker. Golgari's down to a little baby 3/4 here. And again, Duress not looking particularly impressive here. Toxic Deluge. We're definitely putting that on top. How do you feel about this? Yeah, I'm just going to stash those. Just going to cash this in. Just clean this board up and like they have one card to like our Liliana plus Sylvan Library. I think this is good for us. I feel like I like this deck a little bit better. I think if you wanted to, Willie Edel for a little while played what's the word I'm searching for? He played Leovold, sure. He played a scrub land and then like splashed hate bears in the sideboard of this deck, which I don't hate because like most of the matchups you want hate bears in. Oh my god. I just clicked yes to a Sylvan Library while there was a Leovold in play. Just totally not paying attention. Just completely not paying attention. Because I didn't want my Deluge to get dazed. Well, we're no longer super far ahead like we were a second ago. We're still ahead, but we're like slightly less super far ahead. Yeah, they could have force in their deck. So like if I attack and they eat my thing and then like they force my Deluge, I feel like a real idiot. Like almost as big of an idiot when I clicked yes to draw with Sylvan Library while there's a Leovold in play. Oh no, they have another delve threat. Exactly enough to... Nope. Okay, deal. So this should have already been in play as a 7-8, attacking them for a bunch. You know, there's a Duress on top of my deck. I think we're still a favorite here, but like, we're a smaller favorite, right? Don't Abrupt Decay me. Don't do it. Fuck me. We'd be a lot better off right now if our opponent was at 6 instead of 13. Because we'd have gotten to attack them with a 7-8 last turn. No, not yet. 8-9? Yeah, I think this is everything but tribal, right? No, we're missing... Yeah, we have artifact. Yeah, we have everything but tribal right now. Found another creature. Tilt. Removal, please. Removal, please. Or Goyf, one of the two. So we're dead. You could have traded Lily for another Goyf. Wasn't that better? I don't understand your statement. How could I have traded Liliana for a Tarmogoyf? You please elaborate? Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. You could have Deluge for 1 and Edicted the Tombstalker. Huh, that's an interesting line. Maybe that would have been okay. I don't know. The Liliana, like, I think I'd rather have the Liliana in play than like keep my Tarmogoyf. I think the Liliana is better in the long run. No, we're gonna do Saheeli after this league. So we're gonna finish this one and then we'll play a Saheeli. We got 2 more matches here. We're 2-1 now. Beat Grixis Delver, beat Lands, just lost to Sultai Delver. And like, honestly, that's like one of my problems with these decks like Jund, is I feel like the point of playing like this Punishing Fire, like kind of fair deck package, is that like you're supposed to like dumpster the other fair decks, and like this deck is still pretty close to a coin flip against the Delver deck. So like if you're coin flipping against the Delver decks and you're worse against the combo decks, you should probably just play the Delver deck. It has a turn 2 nut draw, Bob. I've never gotten to play Birds of Paradise with a turn 2 nut draw before. I mean, like, arguing whether or not 4-color Loam or Jund is better is like talking about whether or not like the diarrhea flavored ice cream or like the dog poop flavored ice cream, like which one tastes slightly better. It's like, well, they're both kind of bad. So like, why do we care which one is more or less bad? All right, if our opponent's on a combo deck, this seems pretty mediocre, but it's kind of fantastic otherwise. I guess Wasteland has text against some combo decks. It's just like, so like, It's not even that I'm sour. Like, these decks are like kinda generically fine. It's just like, look, it's our third Deathrite Shaman Mirror of the Night, right? Just like, people after Top got banned figured out very quickly which of these decks are good and which of these decks aren't. And like, if you're playing the ones that like aren't ideal, I bet the dog poop is better, right? The diarrhea just runs down your throat really quick though, so it's just like, it's just gone. You don't have to like suffer through it. The SCG Opens were a very different format when, like, in terms of what am I trying to articulate? In terms of like what the legacy metagame was, it was very different. I think a Deathrite Shaman ban would be good for legacy. I agree with that assessment. So Volrath Stronghold probably means Lurin, which I think means I want to Thoughtseize this turn. Look at that. I'm so smart and thin. Alright, so I'm gonna take the Lurin out of their hand. I always love that. And like, that's one of the little edges you gain by having experience in Eternal formats like this. You can like look at this Volrath Stronghold and like these other cards my opponent's playing and goes, you're playing a Lurin. Like, lo and behold. These are my Goyfs. My Goyfs are amazing. Hit a Recruiter. It's pretty good. What are we getting here? What are we getting? Shardless Agent. That's pretty good. So, am I playing this Liliana? I'm not, right? We drew the land, so I'm just gonna go like Goyf here. And again, just like with cards in Modern that are too strong, like, it's okay to enjoy playing Deathrite Shaman and play it, and also understand that, like, yeah, this card's probably too good and shouldn't be legal, right? Like, they are not mutually exclusive things. This one might get forced. Would not be too surprised to see forced Pitch Cavern Harpy on this one. Just because, like, 2 5/6s close the door really quickly. Alright. In we go. Once more under the breach. Oh yeah, Turbo PA and Hex was way too good last season. If the format hadn't been rotating quickly, I'd have been like, Hex, this should probably not be legal. But the format rotated, so it's mostly like no harm, no foul. I'm gonna play this out. I think I want to just push her up. I guess there could be merit to just edicting here. Because, like, yeah, maybe I'm just supposed to edict there so I can keep the Goyf in my hand, just like have a third beater. Yeah, that's probably what should have happened. They find a land here. They can go Harpy, pick my Strix up. I found a Lurin, yep. You get to find a Lurin and do that. It's better than a land, yep. Yep. Oh, and they can keep cascading over and over again here. Yep. Yeah, I messed up. I should have edicted them last turn. You should play the deck you think should be banned. Correct. It is just good solid logic. Collective brutality. Blues for programmers and dads. I am both of those things. I accept your premise. I do not watch wrestling. Okay, I've got a dirty, rotten secret for you. If the Magic deck you're playing being banned would be financially devastating to you, you probably can't afford to play that Magic deck and you shouldn't own it. That's just like, this is, let's get some, while my opponent sits here and masturbates vigorously on the screen for everyone, let's get real here. Hoagland to Hoaglandians. If your Magic deck being banned would cause you financial distress, you probably just shouldn't be playing it, and you should like save up some money and invest that money in your future. Like, I can't tell you the number of people that like I traveled to a lot of Magic events, right? And like, there are a lot of people that play this game. Like, I can't, like, we'd go, okay, let's go out to dinner. And it's like, okay, we're away for the weekend. Let's go spend, you know, even $20 or $25 on an okay meal. And they're like, no, I can only spend $10 on dinner tonight. It's like, dude, you have a $1,000 deck of Magic cards and you spend $200 to come here for the weekend. If an extra $10 on dinner is going to break you, you should have stayed home. That's the God's honest truth. All right, we're dead here. They found the combo. Looks like they found it. Where's the storm count? How am I supposed to know what the storm count is, Magic Online? It's a good question. How am I supposed to know? I have to imagine this matchup's bad for us, right? Have to imagine this one's bad. Pithing Needle comes in. Golgari Charm's great. Kills the enchantment. Alright, what am I changing out? Punishing Fire's great. This feels like it's an okay Hymn to Tourach matchup. Chandra comes out here. Actually, I guess Liliana is pretty bad, right? Like, their deck is just, like, full of shitters. And they have a few blue lands, so, like, Choke's probably not terrible. I mean, like, that's fiscally responsible, right? Like, if you lost your job and then you sell your Magic cards to, like, do life stuff, like, that's being responsible. I wouldn't shit on those people. Like, those people are goddamn adults. But, like, the people, like, if your choice is paying your rent or, like, going to the open, like, normally when I wouldn't make my opponent click through that, but I was, like, mid-rant and I didn't want to use my own clock up mid-rant, so, like, my opponent was masturbating vigorously anyways. I might as well let them use their own clock up. But yeah, it's just like, So, I would like to point out I am, like, cautiously pessimistic. I'm a super large pessimist about, like, the Pauper stuff. People are, like, excited about Pauper at Grand Prix. It's like, they had Frontier events at Grand Prix too, and we know how that ended. We know how that one ended. It wasn't good. You know what? I think this was a sequencing mistake here. Did your opponent at least get you a towel, right? I think I was supposed to fetch Bayou. Okay, not punish in case I need to bolt something this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna fetch Bayou with this. Alright, Bobby. Third time's the charm. Third time's the charm, Bobby. No! I wanted to bolt this! Crap. God, Magic Online is really bad at responding to hotkeys. Really bad at responding to hotkeys. Alright. Not gonna play the choke out yet. They don't have any blue lands, so why not? Oh, Chandra, my Chandra, but still my beating heart. Come my lady, come my lady, you're my honey pie, sugar baby. Well, I guess I could have. I guess I could have made red and then cast the choke this turn as well. It's fine. Opponent stumbled and died here. Use my mana now. Ain't afraid of 4 health. Got this race on lock, yep. I actually really enjoy playing Pauper the times I've played it. It's just playing the Tron deck in Pauper Online, which is the deck I like playing, is like really miserable to play on Magic Online. You time out a lot, so it's not an enjoyable experience to play on Magic Online. Yeah, it's funny. People are like worried about MTG Arena like being deathly to Magic Online. I think MTG Arena poses a bigger threat to Modern than it poses to Magic Online. I think we're gonna see a new non-rotating format starting with Kaladesh, which is actually kind of scary, right? Because like Kaladesh is kind of ass. I'm just gonna wasteland them, right? Just like legacy, quick legacy check here. Legacy check. For those that are new, it's not literally Duelist 2018. Let's okay. So if you're gonna talk on this stream, you don't just get to spew like on other channels. That's not how this works here. MTG Arena is going to be a full Magic rules engine. You could not play Standard on Magic Duels, so like, be informed. Don't just spew. I never even played Duels, and I know that's incorrect. Is there an argument to board in Deluge? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Deluge being fine. I am cautiously optimistic for the future of MTG Arena. Cautiously optimistic. All right, I'm gonna cast this off of this. My sequencing here is crap, but it'll get the job done. They could have Daze in their deck. They don't usually have Daze, but I might as well play around it. This spell can't be Daze, so I might as well play it second. Well, my Sylvan Library, I'll bet mine's gonna meet a pretty abrupt end too here in a second. It didn't. That's sweet for us. Don't combo kill me. Don't combo kill me. So I'm gonna hold this fetch land here, and the reason why I'm holding the fetch land is because it can shuffle cards away from the Sylvan Library if I find some I don't like. It's a pretty good one though. I would love to use Sylvan Library's ability. Tarmogoyf, Wasteland. I just want all of these cards, right? Wasteland you. MU. The Abyss. Alright, doing Jund stuff. Sweet. 3-1. 3-1. While we wait for this last match to pop, I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. Hope everyone's having a great start to their weekend. My name is Jeff Hoagland. We're hanging out playing some Magic the Gathering Online, some Legacy Jund. After this last match, we're going to kick over to some Modern and play some Saheeli Evolution there. If you're enjoying what you see, please make sure you hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those both help support myself financially directly so I can spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. Hey, K-Smith with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. That puts us to 399 subs. One more new subscriber and we'll get to add a whole nother emote to the channel. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout there, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Hey, Rory the Rogue! With number 400. Thank you, and welcome. I do appreciate that. CoolStuffInc.com would love to buy and sell. Hey, another one. Let the sub train roll. Serious Ben's Games with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Boom goes the dynamite. Emotes! All right, we're going to get through this. Now we're going to play this last match. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mouse pads, sleeves, binders. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. And you can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month with them. Hey, Delrethris with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I really appreciate that. So this is actually a pretty interesting turn one, I think. Ancient Tomb could mean a couple of things out of our opponent. I think predominantly these Ancient Tomb decks mean they're Blood Moon decks a lot of the time. So if I hadn't drawn this Wasteland, I think we would go Delta, fetch basic Swamp, play Deathrite Shaman. But because we drew the Wasteland, I think I want to just take them off this Ancient Tomb. But how much does a low streamer with the brand new Twitch Prime support? Thank you, and welcome all those new subscribers. Make sure you link your Discord account with your subscribed Twitch account, and you'll be able to pop on into the subs Discord server where we talk about Magic and Hex and Salt Off about life and card games and all that fun stuff. So thank you very much for the support, folks. I really appreciate that, and make sure you check out the sub server. Remember, if you didn't catch all of this league with this Gen deck and you think the Gen deck's kind of sweet, we're 3-1 with it so far. It gets archived after the fact on my YouTube channel. 100% of my streams get archived there. All right, so Vesuva means they're playing... What's it called? Means they're playing the 12-post deck. All right, so this is probably a tougher matchup for us, but we have a pretty good start against them, and like they had a weak start, so. City of Traders, basic Swamp. Hey, Looney Bob with the Chias, thank you. My cup floweth over. I really don't care about that this turn, right? This is how the kids do in the bomb afterwards to top the cup off. Thank you. God, these cards are so good. Am I just paying 8 here? I feel like I'm just paying 8, right? I guess I don't need the Bayou right now. I'll put that back for now. I guess I don't need the Dark Confidant for... No, I'm going to keep the Dark Confidant. I'm going to pay 4. I'm going to Wasteland them. I'm going to play Dark Confidant because there's a Bayou on top of my deck. God, I'm so smart and thin. We put the Bayou on top and then we get to draw it with Dark Confidant. So my opinion on Hearthstone as a game. I find the CCG card acquisition model extremely frustrating and uninteresting. And the gameplay in Hearthstone, damn it, Jeff, I get you to play Maverick and you just love Jund so much more. I do like this deck more than Maverick. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like this deck more than Maverick. Love to use Sylvan Library's ability. I'm gonna put you on top of my deck, and I'm gonna put you on top of my deck. And I think I want to just... Oh god, Sylvan Library lets you control what Chandra sees too. That's so good. That's like really good. No, it's not even just about like the amount of RNG. Like everyone complains about the RNG in like every card game that they play, if we're being honest. Hearthstone just like didn't have the depth to like hold my interest on the game, which was a big problem with it for me personally. Opponent doesn't want to play Magic anymore. So opponent's deck is like full of mana rocks, right? So like these Null Rods are probably just insane. Duress is probably fine. Lightning Bolt almost certainly isn't very good. Dismember probably isn't very good. Punishing Fire probably isn't very good. Pithing Needle is probably like not terrible. I think I'd rather just like have a Bolt in my deck though, for being honest. Abrupt Decay like kills chalices and it kills Trinispheres and some other mana rocks, so Hearthstone was everything that was wrong with we get paid 10th life to kill their guy. Stop it. I could see an argument for one surgical extraction over this one lightning bolt, because like wastelanding them and surgicaling them is probably okay, but like honestly I think I'd rather just have a little bit of reach in my deck. I think I'd rather just have the little jump shot kill you off the top. Like take a lightning bolt often reads time walk, right? That's why it's like excellent. In addition to being removal, it could also be time walk. So honestly, Looney Bob, I think if you're gonna play this deck, if you have access to Maverick cards too, I would look up Willie Edel's configuration. He played in a couple challenge events. He basically played a scrub land in the main deck along with his fetches, and then he played, I think it was Thalias and Aethersworn Canonist or Thalias and Godok Teagues in the sideboard, and I think that plan is excellent. I think the combination of discard and permanent-based disruption is very good against Storm and those combo decks, and the main deck Jundi configuration is like okay against the fair deck. So I think if I was going to like run this back, if I like cared about a tournament that I was playing in, I think I would play this with a white splash for Hate Bears on the board. Just like the scrub land is pretty free, you have a bunch of fetch lands anyways. Yeah, I think I could keep Wasteland and a Deathrite Shaman Lily. Seems fine. They have a Leyline of the Void. It's cute. Yeah, I don't know if like Edel's specific list is still like phenomenal or anything, but I feel like it was doing things like I'd be interested in doing. It's good for us. Well, second Dark Confidant. That definitely means we're just going to go ahead and play this Liliana the Veil here. That way when they thought not see us next turn, we can just tick her down. I've been a land here, I think. Decay's probably not very good. Decay's probably not very good. We are not playing Bloodbraid Elf in this configuration. Yeah, Smasher would be bad for us. Like, Thought Not Seer's fine, right? Like, we probably don't want two Bobs anyways right now. They have a second one? Second one. This card is dumb. This card is so dumb. Alright, sure. Bob really wants to be here. It's like, I will not be a part of this party. I might jump with this so my Liliana can edict this next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna jump with this. It can't really make mana anyways. Might as well fetch and like eat their Thought Not Seer for 2 health, right? Their turn 4, right? They have a follow-up threat. Warping Whale, interesting. Okay, so we're both kind of playing off the top now. It's a pretty good one to get off the top. They have 5/7 mana for Eldrazi's right now. Trinisphere, sure. Don't care about that one. It's her Null Rod. Nah, I don't really want to cast that one right now, I don't think. I'd rather just take the last card out of their hand in case it's a big scary. Yes, it was a big scary. It wasn't coming out for a while, I guess, though. Swamp here, pass the turn. I mean, hopefully there's not going to be a third game, but yeah, Golgari Charm's probably fine. Yeah, I think I have my teacher head on pretty good for most of this. My Chandra's gonna ultimate here. Would love to cast the Sylvan Library. Thank you. Pick this up. I think we just ult the Chandra right off the bat, right? There's like no way they're beating that. This is Smasher. Worm Coil. Okay. Okay. I like a challenge. Opponent concedes. Anyways. Alright, sweet. Okay. So ran out the 4-1. Lost a close set to Sultai Delver. I think I made some mistakes in the match against Sultai Delver too. So this deck seems okay. The main deck's fine. I like a lot of the cards in this main deck. Like I said, I think if I was interested in playing this deck again, what would I cut? It's probably like a Duress and like some amount of these Null Rods and this Pithing Needle, like get 4 Hate Bears in here. Like probably cut, I don't know, some random land in here for a scrub land. Just like play that. And also like look at Edel's list for inspiration. Blues sucks, say it. I mean, the blue cards are really good, right? They're like super powerful. All right, what do we got? No, Taiga really didn't come up.